Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. So today we're making another recipe on cooking in Wonderland. So if you've ever been to Disney Springs, they do have a restaurant called Raglan Road there. I'm sure that you all know of it. We love going to Raglan Road. They serve their Irish soda bread with this Guinness Glaze, and it's a delicious, sweet kind of like, it has kind of that beer, like sweet flavor to it. I really love it. I used to actually buy it every time I went. It used to be like $5 a bottle, and now it's like 12. So that's ridiculous. I looked it up. All it is sugar and Guinness. So we're making it. And I figured if we're already making the Guinness Glaze, we may as well make a rack of heaven to go with it. So we're doing some slow cooker ribs with that Guinness Glaze on top. Stay tuned to see how it goes, guys.
Follow white rabbit.
So the first thing that we're gonna put in is our ribs, which we did get the pre-seasoned ribs, so we're not gonna season the ribs. You're gonna take your ribs and you're gonna place them into your slow cooker. And then we have a half an onion that I already quartered into 4 here. I'm gonna put that in. And then we just have a little bit of minced garlic. It's gonna go in there. And then we have a cup of chicken broth with a cup of water, which I use like a concentrated chicken broth, so it kind of like still looks dark, but it's pretty much just water. And then that's it. Put your lid back on, and you're gonna set it at low. You just want your ribs to be submerged in that mixture. We have a small pot, so it works perfectly. If you have a larger crock pot, maybe just lay the ribs down further at the bottom, but ours kind of just fits in there and kind of submerges itself automatically. So while those ribs are cooking, you can go ahead and get your Guinness Glaze started. So it's a super simple recipe. It's literally just Guinness and sugar. You're supposed to use equal parts, so we're gonna get this can, we're gonna pour what we think is equal to the sugar, and we're gonna get that going. So we're gonna simmer that for an hour. So go ahead and do that with plenty of time to spare. So let's go ahead and open this Guinness up. Okay. If you don't know, Guinness is a little bit of a heady beer, so it's probably gonna have a pretty big head on it when you pour it in. It'll kind of dissipate on its own though, so don't worry. I know I said that I was gonna measure the beer, but we're pouring the whole can in. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this up on high. I'm gonna go ahead and just like let it crank. I'm gonna let the beer heat up first and get that simmering, and then I'm gonna slowly add in that sugar. That's what it looks like. It's gonna look, like I said, you're gonna see some head on the beer. It'll settle down eventually. It does say, once all your sugar's in, to bring this to a full simmer, and then to just slowly let it reduce over the next hour. Now that I feel like I've got a decently good start here, I'm actually just gonna take that temperature and I'm gonna go from high, let's go all the way down to like 2. Completely slow down. Okay guys, so it's been about 4 hours, so let's go ahead and check these ribs. Oh, and we do have our finished Guinness Glaze here. Turned out pretty good. It's a pretty thick consistency. You can just heat it to make it more like potable again. Oh yeah, so we're looking pretty good. Bones are actually popping out of them. Yum. Okay, so once the ribs are finished cooking, I put them out on a pan, and I preheated my oven to 350 degrees. We have our Guinness Glaze that we made here earlier. So I'm just kind of brushing the glaze onto the ribs. So after a small mishap in the oven, we actually moved our ribs to the air fryer, which I understand that everybody doesn't have an air fryer, and we also just had a baby back. baby rack of baby back ribs. So they might not fit, but that's what we did. It's just a little cleaner. But let's see how they turned out. Woo-hoo-hoo! They're looking good. Trying to pick these up and this bone just fell right out. Alright, so once we're done, we're just gonna lay them back out on our pan. We're just gonna let them cool for as long as we can wait until we can't wait anymore, and then we're gonna eat them. So stay tuned to see how these taste. And if you don't like this recipe with the sweet Guinness glaze, if you don't like that flavor or you're not into like a sweeter sauce, you can do any barbecue sauce you want. Same recipe, coat it with the barbecue at the end, and then do the same. Just kind of heat it up in the oven, let it get that nice like glaze coating on it. We picked up this Four Rivers barbecue sauce today. We have not tried it yet, but we're really excited to. So it's really up to your own preference, whatever you like, but we just like the Guinness glaze, so that's what we did today. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Cooking in Wonderland. We hope that you enjoyed it. We do have a bunch more episodes coming up soon. Our next episode, we're actually going to be making the cheeseburger spring rolls from the Magic Kingdom. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoyed it. I don't like my hair like that. Hey everybody, welcome back to Cooking in Wonderland. Hey.